Can you make Power BI visuals dynamic? By that dynamic visual configuration, I mean the ability to be able to hide or unhide visuals runtime by selection of some items. You go and show a different chart, or you change the values presented in the chart, but not the values of the same field, different fields. Can you change, for example, the color of the visuals runtime? Can you change this from being a bar chart to a column chart? Can you make any dynamic visual changes? The answer is it is possible using a trick which is combined way of using bookmarks, buttons, and selection pane in Power BI, which I'm going to show you in this video how this works. I'm Reza Rad. Let's jump into this video. There are many places in Power BI that you can do dynamic operation. For example, in Power Query, you can use parameters, Power Query parameters, create custom functions to dynamically change something, for example, the source server URL, and change where you are getting the data from. Or in DAX, you can create parameters, field parameters, or numeric range parameters, and using that, you create a what-if situation for users. For example, they go and say, I want to see rolling 12-month, or 3-month, or 6-month. And the calculation changes based on that. In the visual side, in the visualization side of Power BI, we don't have parameters to make things dynamic. But sometimes you may want the ability to make things dynamic. For example, you want the slicer to appear only if certain things happens. For example, only if you click on this button, then you want to see the slicer. Only if you click on this button, then you want to see the visual. You want to toggle the visibility of the visual, or you want to even change the chart types, the colors, all of that in the visualization without really going to Power BI desktop and rebuilding things. Now the answer to that is it is possible to use this. We combine few features together. We'll use bookmarks. Bookmarks is the ability to save the current state of Power BI report. For example, whatever state it is, with selection of this slicer, with this current visuals, you save it and you name it as a bookmark. We also have a selection pane, which gives you the ability to hide or unhide some of the visuals, change their order. And we have buttons. Buttons have the ability to raise an action. One of those actions can be bookmark. So a combination of these three features act like a golden triangle. It gives you dynamic visualizations in Power BI. Let's go into one example and see how it works. So I'm going to head over to my report here. I have a sample report. As you can see, I have a bunch of column charts here. And I do also have a card visual. Now, I don't want to use this space at the top of the report for my card visuals. I want to use that space for a few other things, for headers, for some buttons. I want this card visual to appear instead of the column chart for some situation, and in some situation I want the column chart to be visible. So I want some kind of like buttons to toggle this. If this button is selected, if this button is pressed, for example, I show the card visual. If the other button is pressed, I show the column chart. So the way that we do it is, first we need to have the visuals that we want. In this case, I have the column chart and I have the card visual. Then once I have these two, then I'll go to add the buttons. This can be done in the Insert tab. This is a place that you can go and insert text box, buttons, images. I'm going to add a button here. Same action can be done also by adding image or shape, and then you set the action of that. I'm just going to use a blank button. When I add a blank button, it will be added here. I'll move it over there, and I want to set a text for this button, and that is under button style. I'm going to set the text. The text is going to be something like, for example, column chart. Right, and as you can see, this appears over there and it shows column chart. I'll create a copy of this. Control-C, Control-V creates a copy of a visual. And in this copy, I want to change the text of this to card. So what we want to do is selecting column chart will show column chart, selecting card will show card visuals. The rest of the report remains the same. Now, In order to do this process, in addition to buttons, we also need the ability to toggle the visibility of the visuals. The place that you go and change the visibility of the visuals is in the selection pane. And I have talked about selection pane in another video, which I explained how you can change the order of the visuals. For example, one visual comes on top of the other visual. We talked about it already. You can go and check that video for learning about selection pane. I'm going to the same selection pane, which is under View tab. And then under View tab, you'll have a bunch of panes here. One of them is selection pane. We are also going to use bookmark pane later in the same video. These two panes can be also accessed here as well. Here you can see this is the bookmark pane, this is the selection pane. You can choose what panes you want to see in Power BI Desktop, the new layout of it. Anyway, I'll go to the selection pane in my view. And I'll minimize some of these because there are too many places here. In the selection pane, you'll see all the visuals in my page. And I have all the column charts here, my card visual, my buttons. You see all of them are visible here. Now the thing is that naming the buttons naming any visual is important here. For example, I have two buttons. I have no idea which one is which. So when I click on it, it shows me which one is which. But to have a better naming for it, just double click on it. For example, I would call this button card. I would call the other one button column chart. You can also use the same approach to name your column charts or other visuals as well. For example, here you can see the column chart that I want to work with is this chart actually, sales by education. Now I want to change the visibility of these, and you can do that by just simply clicking on hiding the visual. For example, if I click on this, the column chart is hidden. If I click on this, card visual is hidden. If I click on both of these, column chart and card are hidden. But if you set it as that, like if you go and hide a visual, then it will be hidden all the time. Like if you publish the report, it is hidden for that report. So how we can connect it to the actions of these buttons then? That is where bookmarks comes handy. And I have separate videos also about bookmarks. In the bookmark, bookmark is giving you the ability to save the state of the page. For example, whatever the layout of the visuals is, whatever values are presented there, whatever slicer values are, whatever selection of the slicers are, bookmark is going to save that state. And you can have multiple saved states. So what I'm going to do in here is I'm going to open the bookmark tab as well. Again, that can be also accessed through the View tab bookmarks. Once you add the bookmark tab, and I have already two bookmarks, I'm going to delete those and do that process from start so that you can see. So in the bookmark tabs, I don't have any bookmark at the moment. I'm going to create two bookmarks, one when the card visual is hidden, one when the column chart is hidden. So let's go to the selection pane. I'll make the card visual hidden. As you can see, the card visual is not here anymore because it is hidden. Then I'll go and add a bookmark, and I rename this bookmark and I call it bookmark card hidden. Then I do it the other way. I make the card visible, I hide the column chart, as you can see here. And I'm going to add another bookmark, and I'm going to call this bookmark column chart hidden. Now I have these two bookmarks, and by clicking on each of the bookmarks, you see that the change happens right now here. Let me close the selection pane. We don't need that anymore. By selection of the bookmark, I see those here. But we don't want the user to go to the bookmark tab. That's too much extra work. We want to connect these actions to the buttons that we have over there. And one of the good things about buttons or shapes or images or many other elements in Power BI is that you can define an action on top of those, which we are going to use that action for the bookmark. So I'm going to close this, and I go and click on one of these buttons. So for example, column chart. Then I'll go to the format of this button. In the format, we have like text, title, things like that. And one of the features is actions. Okay, I'll go and expand the action. The action can have multiple types. The type that we are looking at is bookmark type. When you click on bookmark, then you can go and choose which bookmark the press of this button will trigger. and I'll go and choose the bookmark. For example, when column chart is selected, I want the card to be hidden. So I'll go and choose bookmark card hidden. Then I'll go and click on the card button, set the action on. The type is again bookmark. I'll go and choose column chart is hidden, right? This configuration means that clicking on each of these will raise or will call the bookmark for that current state, for that state. Now, one thing about buttons you need to be careful is that in Power BI Desktop, clicking on the buttons, just normal left click doesn't do anything, because left click in Power BI Desktop means selecting an object. For example, if I left click on a column chart, it means that I'm selecting it to do some configuration based on that. So just the left click doesn't invoke the action of the button. Just in the desktop, in the website, it's just a simple left click that does the work, or in the mobile app. But in the desktop, in order to raise that, as you can see, it's written here in the tooltip as well, control click will raise that action. So I'll do control click on the column chart appears. I'll do control click on the card appears. And this is designed as dynamic as I want it to be. I can toggle between these two as many as times I want. And that is the power of combined forces of buttons to trigger a bookmark, the bookmark to save the state of visuals, and selection pane to toggle the visibility. Now you can enhance this more. I can, for example, go and say on the buttons, one of the things is that you can set the style of the button based on the action you are doing on it. For example, I want the button, when I hover on it, to have a different color. I'll go to button style, I'll change the state of it to unhover, because otherwise I'm just setting the default state. Unhover, and in the unhover I'd say, well, the fill, let's color it with something like light blue, right? And when I hover on it, you see it changes like that. So the default state is white. As you can see, if I go and change this state to default, it is white, but on hover is light blue. I can even set things such as on press. For example, on press, I can change it to be this color. And when I click on it, you see it changes like that, right? So same thing I want to be applied on the other button. I just select this button. I'll go to Home tab and use this Format Painter, very useful function in order to copy the settings of one element on the other element. I click on that and then I apply on card. Now I have the same things on card as well. So here is my configuration now. I can easily see what button I'm selecting because I have on press and what button I'm hovering on, and that dynamic visualization. Now this can be taken in many other levels as well. For example, one visual that I would show you here is I have created this this sample visual to change the color of the visual. For example, this visual is black or gray color, something like that, and I want to change it to a different color. I can click on it and it changes the color of the visual by whatever I want to do. And the way that it works is that it's the same principle. I have created 6 visuals on top of each other with different colors, and choosing these would change that color. I use the same approach for changing fonts. As you can see, when I click on this, it increases the font size here, or when I click on this, it decreases the font size. I even use this to change the column, the field that I'm showing in this visual. You see this is sales by occupation, and when I say by education, it changes and I see education fields. So occupation fields, education fields. The data are pretty much similar. You might think it is two of these are the same thing, but they are different. I'm using this approach to do anything dynamic that I want. For example, here is another example. I have these are images and I can connect them to the bookmark action. I can change this to bar chart, column chart, or line chart using this. Again, three visuals on top of each other laid over, selection pane, toggling the visibility, creating bookmark, connecting the bookmarks to these buttons. This is a really powerful combination. You can use it to create like a slicer pane that appears, disappears, and many interesting things you can do with this ability. This was just few examples I showed you. I hope this helped in your Power BI visualization implementations. If you have any questions, feel free to put it down in the description below, in the comments below, and also find the link in the description below to my blog article. We have weekly videos on Power BI and Microsoft Fabric. If you like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until the next video.